Good evening and welcome, friends, to the Sunday edition of This Is Exclusive. From airline bomb threats, almost all of them hoax, to an actual series of blasts, albeit low intensity, taking place in Delhi. What's really happening? Who's behind these possibly coordinated attempts at compromising India's national security? That's going to be our focus with some exclusive elements. Let's begin with the headlines. No end to hoax, bomb threats to airlines. Aviation sources say that 14 flights received threat today. Loud explosion near CRPF school in Delhi's Rohini. Forensic probe suggests crude bomb blast. Police makes 10th arrest in Baba Siddiqui murder case. 32-year-old arrested in Belapur in Navi Mumbai. Doctors continue with their unrelenting fight for justice, but Mamata's Neta insults doctors, calls their protest political. Rift in India ahead of Jharkhand and Maharashtra elections. Stalemate continues in MB over seat sharing. Meanwhile, in Jharkhand, RJD decides to go solo. All right, welcome, friends. We are focusing on what's up with our national security. Just in case the opposition thought somebody was having fun, it's getting serious. A string of low-intensity blasts rocked north of Delhi in what seems like a planned and coordinated move to target a CRPF school and a busy market on a festive Sunday. A Khalistani link is emerging based on claims made by a group self-identifying itself as Justice League India. It must be underscored that police is yet to come to any conclusion as to the motive and who carried out those blasts. Let's understand what's the connection and the claims. Are the claims real or a hoax, as we have seen in the case of the airline threats? The blasts are, of course, real, and the ammo used and for ammonium nitrate and fuel oil is very similar to the 2011 bomb blasts that took place outside the Delhi High Court or some earlier blasts that rocked various cities across the country before 2014. If that be true, then make no mistake, the situation is more than serious. We have General Tejas Singh joining us to analyze that in a bit. Let's go to our reporters on the ground first. I'm told Piyush Ohri is going to join us live from Delhi, and Gursimran is going to be live from Jammu in a bit. He's the one who got us the information about the claims being made by a group and Justice League India. But to Piyush first, because he has been there reporting since morning on the ground at the place where the bomb blasts took place in Rohini area of North Delhi. Piyush, what's the latest update that you can share with our viewers?
So yes, good evening to you, Abhishek, and good evening to all our viewers who are viewing us at the moment. And the latest right now, as far as this light intensity blast which has occurred in CRPF school boundary wall in Rohini area, is that the Delhi police has now formally registered an FIR in this case, and the FIR has been registered under section 326G of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, and also there has been a case which has been registered under Explosive Act. It is important to note over here that right now this case has been registered by the Delhi Police local unit, and the case has been registered under the Delhi Police Prashant Vihar police station. So far, as of now, this case is going to be investigated by the Delhi Police local unit, but subsequently, taking into consideration that there have been several complexities that have been involved in this case, there is likelihood that the special team of the Delhi police that has been dealing with the terrorist organizations and terrorist activities, and also with several bomb blast investigations in the past, the Delhi police special cell might take this case also in the coming days. So that is going to be a very big likelihood. Also, a very important point over here is that today there have been several central agencies that have also come and investigated the entire matter. So this includes the likes of the National Investigating Agency and also the National Security Guard. There is likelihood that they may also intervene and try to find out that what exactly is the reason of this blast taking place in Delhi, and what exactly is the reason that this place, the CRPF school in Rohini area, was selected for this blast. Was there a message that was to be delivered by the people who had that ulterior motive, who had that anti-national interest towards carrying out this blast?
Right.
You rightly pointed out that there have been several evidences that have also been gained by the Delhi police, which makes them now realize that there is a light intensity blast that has been followed by the crude bomb in case of the white powder, and also certain sharpness that have been found. So yes,
Right.
it is now going to be interesting to see from here on that how Delhi police approaches its investigation from
Right,
here on.
Piyush.
Back to the studio.
Right, Piyush. Thank you so much with that update from the ground. Let's go to Gursimran also live from Jammu, because he got the information about that claim being made by a group. Gursimran, what's this group? Has it existed from before? Is this the first time they are making this claim, or earlier also they have done so? And what is the connection?
See, Abhishek, first coming to the claim that has been made by this group, this clearly hints towards the retaliation in response to the killing of Khalistanis, what they claim in the foreign land, that this is a retaliation and they will do same as they are operating on their own will. This group is Justice League India, that has been operating since 18th of October 2021. That is what we are picking up from the sources in the central agencies. The central intelligence agencies have also gathered some of the crucial information regarding the operations of this Justice League India. This is a social media group that is being operated on behest of the Khalistani radicals. This group has been one of those groups who have been providing the accurate information that where these Khalistani radicals are going to carry out their acts, be it in the land of India or outside India, because many of the pro-Khalistani events that have been carried out by these Khalistani radicals in Canada, in United Kingdom and in US, they have given the prior information regarding these events and also the raw footages. Similar is the case that there have been several incidents where the SFJ posters, the Khalistani posters, and also the paintings that have been placed at many metro locations in the Noida and the national capital, these groups were first to circulate that information as well. So now the central agencies are looking into that from where these groups are being operated, and also the claim, because going into their past history, the claims that they have made turned out to be realistic, and that's why this claim of the Justice League India, social media group of the Khalistani radical, is not being taken lightly by the central agencies. Abhishek.
Okay, thank you so much, Gursimran, for that perspective, deep dive on this group which has claimed responsibility. Remember, again, to remind the viewers, there is no confirmation still from the police about who could have carried out these low-intensity blasts in north of Delhi. Let's try to understand. Subject expert, national security expert, and Lieutenant General KJ Singh, retired, joins us live from Chandigarh. Very good evening to you, sir. You have heard this conversation I was having with our reporters on the ground on these low-intensity blasts that have taken place in north of Delhi, targeting a school which is of the CRPF. Do you sort of see some connections and the claim that has been made by this group, which claims that, which is connected with some Khalistani organization or the other?
Abhishek, firstly, Jai Hind, and thank you for including me in this very interesting, very serious and very topical kind of discussion. It is a time for people in various cities to be careful, to be on the watch out, help out police, don't get scared, because this low intensity blast, these blasts are a typical case of a planned and not for destruction, but for effect and causing scare type of activity. This has happened in many cities earlier. The type of explosive use, ammonium nitrate and that white colored powder, all has been used in various blasts with a similar kind of purpose. So, and choice of doing it on a Sunday when school is not there, just for effect's sake, is all dangerous. You have to see it in the format of hoax calls which are being made to various aviation airlines regarding, bomb devices on aircrafts. Multiple calls being made. So basically, a concerted move using social media and few signature kind of incidents
Yeah.
which are more for effect and to cause scare
Yeah.
and to spoil the thing before the festivals. People have to go out for shopping and all this. And Abhishek, I want to say one more thing. See this name, Justice League. It's a very mischievous kind of name.
Yeah.
Similar activity has taken justice for whom? Who wants this justice? People in India do not want Khalistan.
Yeah.
Nobody. Let me assure you, I have been to various places in rural Punjab. They have told me categorically, they use a word, Sahab, humko santaap nahi chahiye.
Right, sir.
Santaap is misery. What
Yeah.
happened in 80? And as per Kushwant Singh, Khalistan exists in 4-5 inches between the ears of these radical elements who are residing in Canada and such like places.
True, sir.
So use of this, name itself. In Kashmir also, a group like Popular Front for Action Against Fascism.
Yeah.
Such names are all targeted to draw attention of these so-called human rights groups and such like, advocacy groups,
Right,
which
sir.
are very prevalent.
But
in
my question is, sir, that even if they are doing it for impact, even if they are doing it for sending a subtle message, because one theory doing the rounds is that they chose to target the CRPF school is because Vikas Yadav, the person identified by the United States for arranging the attempt on the life of Gurpatwant Singh Pannu in the United States, was associated with the CRPF. Should we take it lightly? I mean, shouldn't we make sure that an example is set if anyone is taking chances with India's security?
Abhishek, no. We should, and I am very glad that LG of Delhi has today put out a statement to say that he's taken charge of the situation. I am also gladdened by the fact, despite this dismaying kind of an incident, that NIA, NSG, and even NDRF, which looked at sewage and other systems over there.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, Delhi Police Special Cell is a very professional organization. Once they put their thing on an incident, they get to bottom of it.
Yeah.
So I hope we get to bottom of it.
Yeah.
We pick up those culprits and we bring them to justice.
Sir, my
and these
last-
social media fellows also,
Yeah.
we should not take them lightly.
We shouldn't take them lightly, absolutely. But sir, my last question before I let you go. These low-intensity blasts that have taken place in Delhi today, or the number of airline hoax calls that have been coming, you think these could be connected in any manner, that there is somebody guiding all this to create a fear psychosis in the country ahead of festival season? And more importantly, compromise India's economic interests, given the fact that air traffic essentially means economic march to progress?
No, it is very much linked. There is some kind of an orchestration which is taking place. And see, already there has been very significant effect on our, movement of people who are dealing with economic activities. They are the people who make the economy run. There will be some kind of a slowdown, you'll see. And that's why we as citizens also should be vigilant in all our areas. And I would, through your channel, reach out to our citizens. This is the time to be citizen warriors. Be Nagrik Yoddhas. You be Jagruk Hindustanis. Don't allow any nefarious activity to take place in your neighborhood. Inform the police. Be their extension arm. In this festive season, enjoy, have festival, do shopping, but also be vigilant about your neighborhood. Police is only that much. we as citizens also have a basic sense of duty.
Absolutely. Thank you so much with that perspective on this very concerning development or developments that are taking place over the last week or so, insofar as our internal security is concerned, from threats to disturb communal peace, in some cases happening, for example, in Bahraich, to the low-intensity blasts, and then, of course, the airline threats. That's our focus next. Thank you so much, General K. Singh, for joining us. And we move on. The end to the hoax bomb threats to the airlines does not seem in sight. In the latest, 6 Vistara international flights have received bomb threats along 5 flights from the Indigo Airlines. Apart from these airlines, a fresh bomb threat was also issued to the Kempe Gowda International Airport in Bengaluru. A bomb threat message was sent to the command center of the Bengaluru airport. Message was sent through an X account that there are 12 bombers in 6 planes. It is pertinent to note that so far this week, more than 90 flights have received bomb threats, and most of them have turned out to be hoaxes. But then the concern is that in between all these massive number of hoax calls that are happening, what if one turns out to be true? Riyanka joins us live. She's live on this story from Delhi. She has been covering this story all through these days, along with Harsha. And Riyanka, can you share updates on insofar as the investigation into these hoax calls go? I mean, there is the Bureau of Civil Aviation Security. They had a meeting with all these airlines last evening. What's come out of that conversation? Are we going to see an end to this kind of risk to national security, particularly these airlines, anytime soon?
Absolutely. Since many days and weeks now, we are seeing that there is indeed a threat that has been quite a few times witnessed over the national security, be it the low-intensity blast that we had witnessed today in the national capital, and on top of that, the hoax threats that the airlines have been witnessing for over the past few weeks. Today, around 24 airlines of Indian origin have been, witnessing these bomb threats, which has turned out to be hoax. And these threats are being witnessed or received by these airlines in the form of social media that have been seen by them. Well, 24 is the number that has been, received today. And over the past week, the number has risen up to 90. So 90 hoax threats that have been given to the airlines in the past few weeks, majorly by received by Air India. And today it was 6 Vistara flights that had received these hoax bomb threats. These were flights that were from the international route, and also not just Vistara, not just Air India, but also airlines such as Akasa Air as well as Indigo. These airlines have also received these bomb threats that have been turned out to be hoax, and they have come in the form of social media. Now, when it comes to the security and the safety protocols being put in place, yes, that has been kept in place by the Ministry of the Civil Aviation. Yes, there was a meeting that was held on Saturday. All the top officials were present in the meeting. In fact, the officials from the airlines, Air India, was also present in that meeting. There were several talks that had taken place, and all the measures, all the protocols, keeping the passengers' safety and security as a top priority, is being kept in place. On the other hand, these perpetrators who have been identified, or others who are yet to be identified, they will be kept in no-fly list. That has been one of the key decisions of the Civil Aviation Ministry. On the other hand, there have been several statements that have been issued by the airlines today, by Vistara as well as by Indigo and Akasa Air, where they have mentioned the flight details and also assured that the passenger safety and security has been kept in place. The top officials are all working to keep the security in place. They have been informed. All the key stakeholders have been roped in this matter.
Thank you so much, Riyanka, with those updates. It's clear that we have not heard the last of this airline bomb hoax story, and we hope, of course, that this ends soon and on a good note. Thank you so much, Riyanka, for joining us. Moving on, as the deadlock over the 10-point charter of demands persisted and the ongoing fast unto death of the junior doctors entered the 16th straight day, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee invited them to Nabonna for talks on Monday, that's tomorrow. The protesting doctors responded positively to the Chief Minister's offer of a sit-down, but refused to call off their hunger strike. Even as Mamata extended a fresh olive branch to the fasting doctors, a few of them hit out at her for holding a chilled Pujo carnival, even as they put their lives on the line. Take a look at this report from Kolkata.
Raising hopes of a breakthrough even as the deadlock persisted over their 10-point demands, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee finally invited to the fasting junior doctors for talks. The protesting junior doctors put out a statement confirming that the Chief Minister invited them for a sit-down at Nabonna on Monday. However, the Chief Minister urged the doctors to call off their fast unto death and return to work. The latter vowed to shoulder on. Meanwhile, as the stalemate continued, a protesting junior doctor said most of them have returned to their duties, while a few continue to sit on an indefinite fast until all their demands are met. Earlier on Saturday, Chief Secretary Manoj Pant visited the site of the hunger strike in central Kolkata's Esplanade. The doctors were seen having a telephone conversation with Mamata in the Chief Secretary's presence in an attempt to break the ice. Even as the Chief Minister signalled a climb down of sorts, a section of the fasting doctors came down heavily on her for holding a Pujo carnival while they put their lives on the line.
আমাদের শরীরের উপর দাঁড়িয়ে আপনি কার্নিভাল করেছেন এরপরে জনতা তার উত্তর দেবে সিনিয়র ডাক্তাররা তার উত্তর দেবে।
Meanwhile, sitting TMC MLA Tapas Chatterjee kicked up a massive row after he trivialized the doctors' protest, calling it a BJP left movement.
TMC MLAs and TMC leaders are speaking what their leader is telling them to. In fact, yesterday we saw Mamata Banerjee was speaking to the doctors on phone, and one of her statement was, please rise beyond politics and join back work. So she clearly meant that the doctors are doing politics by doing this whole protest and taking part in this protest movement. So as per what Mamata Banerjee yesterday meant or insinuated, today the TMC MLA Taposh of Salt Lake Bidhannagar area, he has pointed out that the junior doctors are actually like a political party, politicizing the whole issue. What they have is political ideology and political goals, and they are not really protesting to demand justice.
And as the anticipation builds around Monday's meeting, the key question is, will the ice finally melt?